15 mind-blowing facts about the Netherlands that'll leave you speechless. Picture this, a land where towering giants pedal through pancake-flat fields, bikes outnumber humans, and coffee flows like it's the secret to life. The Netherlands is a small country bursting with wild surprises that'll have you yelling, "Hold up, really?" We're unpacking 15 mind-blowing facts about this oddball gem, quirky, clever, and totally addictive. Hang tight till the end. Number 1 might just spark your next adventure. Love epic reveals? Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready to lose your mind. The lowest country on Earth compared to sea level. Did you know a quarter of the Netherlands is below sea level? That's right, 26% of its land and 21% of its 17.5 million people are living lower than the fish. Nestled smack in the heart of Western Europe, this country's got a VIP spot. Germany's a quick drive east, Belgium's just south, and France is a hop away by train. It's a trade and tourism goldmine. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of letting the North Sea swallow them whole, the Dutch said, "Nah, we've got this." They engineered a mind-blowing network of sea dikes, canals, and pumps, so advanced that UNESCO slapped a human-made wonder label on it. We're talking centuries of battling water. Some areas, like the Flevopolder, are a full 5 meters below sea level. That's reclaimed land, folks, stolen straight from the ocean's grip. No towering mountains here, but it's a green paradise. Think endless fields, tree-lined roads, and those iconic tulips popping everywhere. Oh, an eco-obsession? The Dutch live it. Recycling, biking, you name it. Language bonus, Dutch is official, but over 90% speak English like pros. Top 3 globally for non-native speakers. And get this, on just 41,500 square kilometers, smaller than some US states, they're the second largest agricultural exporter worldwide, pumping out vibrant tulips, juicy tomatoes, and crisp apples. Could you handle life below the waves? Drop a 15 in the comments if you'd risk it, or 15B if you'd rather stay dry. This tiny nation's basically flexing on the ocean like, water? I laugh at water. Share this if you think the Dutch are low-key superheroes or mad scientists. The largest and most advanced sea defense system on the planet. Living below sea level isn't for the faint-hearted. It's borderline insane. But the Dutch? They didn't just survive. They turned the sea into their personal playground. Say hello to the Delta Works, often called the 8th wonder of the modern world. This isn't some basic wall. It's a futuristic fortress of bridges, storm surge barriers, and smart gates that snap shut when the sea gets feisty. The star of the show? The Mindblowing, 2 massive steel arms, each longer and heavier than the Eiffel Tower tipped sideways. When a storm rolls in, these robotic giants swing into action, closing off the waterway in minutes. Oh, and it's so colossal you can spot it from space. NASA vibes, anyone? But that's not all. The Oosterscheldekering, another gem, stretches 9 kilometers with 62 sliding gates that adjust to tides like a living machine. Some dikes double as highways. Imagine cruising over a wall that's holding back the ocean. Built after the 1953 flood that killed over 1,800 people, this system's a national flex of Dutch grit and genius. Tourists flock to see it, snapping pics and biking along the paths. And they're not done. Climate change, rising seas? The Dutch are already upgrading with AI-powered sensors and flood-proof designs. Want to see these gates transform live? Comment 14 for a bonus clip link, or 14B if you drive across one. The Dutch didn't just beat the sea, they turned it into a tourist trap and a sci-fi movie set. Hit that share button if you think this deserves its own blockbuster. Some of the most beautiful and fascinating women in the world. Stroll through Amsterdam and you'll spot them. Dutch women, tall, stunning, and fierce. We're talking light blonde or chestnut hair, piercing blue or gray eyes, and skin so fair it practically glows. At an average height of 5'7", they're strutting like runway models without even trying. Jeans, a long coat, and boots are all they need to slay. But it's not just the looks that'll stop you in your tracks. These women are next level. Bold, independent, and unafraid to speak their minds, they'll call it like it is without blinking. Dating a Dutch woman? Don't expect her to wait for you to pay. She's splitting the bill, and that's on day one. It's so normal here. It's practically a rite of passage. Yet, flip the script and they're the warmest, most nurturing moms. Family dinners are sacred, and their kids' happiness is everything. They've got this insane balance, fierce and free, but grounded in love. Oh, and freedom's their jam. Catch them biking through the city, gardening, or chilling with yoga, all while dodging designer labels or flashy cars. Simple? Yes. Boring? Never. Fun fact: Dutch women were among the first in Europe to push for equality. Back in the 1900s, they were already shaking things up. Guys, want the ultimate guide to charming a Dutch queen? Drop an 8 below, I'll spill the tea. Or ladies, comment 13 if you're vibing with this energy. Dutch women are basically living proof that brains, beauty, and bikes beat anything else. Share this with your crush or your girl gang. Coffee is a part of life. The Dutch guzzle 4 cups of coffee a day. That's right, they're in the global coffee drinking elite. But it's not just about staying awake, it's a full-on lifestyle. Every day at 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. they hit pause for coffee time. Picture this: friends, co-workers, or even strangers gathering over a steaming cup of black coffee. No sugar, no foam, just pure, strong goodness. No rushing, no phones, just real, unfiltered chats. It's so chill, it's like stepping back to a simpler era. Think 1950s America, but with better bikes. And the vibe? Pure connection. Invite a Dutchie for coffee, and it's not casual. It's a sign you're in the circle. But here's the twist. Walk into a coffee shop expecting a latte, and you'll get a shock. These spots sell cannabis, not cappuccinos. It's a Netherlands classic, and tourists trip over it every day. Coffee's so big here, they even have a saying: koffie verkeerd, wrong coffee, for when you add milk. History buffs, listen up. The Dutch were coffee pioneers, smuggling beans from Yemen in the 1600s to kickstart Europe's obsession. Coffee addict? Comment 12 if you join Coffee Tide, or 9 for the wild coffee shop scoop. 4 cups a day and weed on the side? The Dutch are caffeinated chaos lords. Tag a coffee fiend who'd thrive here. Super narrow houses. Ever seen houses so narrow they look like they're straight out of a fairy tale? Or a prank? Back in the 17th century, the Dutch outsmarted crazy property taxes based on frontage width by building tall, skinny homes, some as narrow as 2 meters wide. Picture a house squeezed between its neighbors, stretching up 4 or 5 stories with those classic gabled roofs, painted in bright reds, blues, or yellows. Inside? The staircases are so steep and tight, they're basically ladders. Good luck hauling a couch up there. It's a workout just to get to bed. Why so narrow? Merchants wanted canal access out back for trade, so they maxed out depth instead. Genius, right? And it's not just looks. Some of these homes, like the famous one at Oude Hoogstraat 22 in Amsterdam, are tourist magnets, barely wider than a door. Then there's the water twist. Amsterdam alone has over 2,500 houseboats, real homes floating on the canals. We're talking cozy barges with flower boxes, tiny kitchens, and even Wi-Fi, bobbing gently as bikes whiz by on shore. It's peak Dutch, practical, quirky, and a little wild. Could you live in a skinny house or a houseboat? Comment 11 with your pick, or 11B if you'd trip on those stairs. These houses are so extra, they're basically Tetris IRL, and the boats? Floating flexes. Share this if you'd squeeze into either. country with the highest bicycle-to-person ratio in the world. With 17 million people and a whopping 23 million bikes, the Netherlands is the undisputed bike kingdom of the planet. That's more than one bike per person. Some folks even own two, like a rusty daily rider and a shiny weekend cruiser. From CEOs pedaling to board meetings in suits, to kids biking to school, even the Prime Minister's been spotted on two wheels. Why? They've got 35,000 kilometers of bike lanes, smooth, red paths with their own traffic lights, overpasses, tunnels, and parking racks everywhere. Cars? They yield to bikes. Cyclists rule the road here. It's not just transport, it's a lifestyle. 36% of Dutchies bike daily, rain or shine. Picture this. Moms with cargo bikes hauling groceries and kids, teens racing to the market, or couples on a chill canal-side date ride. History check. Biking boomed after World War II when cars were scarce, and the Dutch just never stopped. Today, it's green glory, cutting emissions and keeping everyone fit. Bonus, cities like Utrecht have massive bike garages holding thousands of bikes, some with repair shops and cafes. Bike lover? Comment 10 if this is your paradise, or 10B if you'd rather walk. More bikes than people and lanes like highways, the Dutch are pedaling into the future. Tag your biking buddy or your lazy friend who needs this. Life in Amsterdam. Amsterdam's got more canals than Venice, 165 of them, crisscrossing the city like a watery maze. It's so iconic, UNESCO stamped it a World Heritage Site. Cars? Forget it. Cops here zoom around in boats, chasing tipsy tourists floating astray after too many beers. And get this, every year, around 15,000 bikes end up in the canals. Yep, there's a legit job called bike fishing, where crews haul them out with cranes. By day, it's a party. Festivals turn the waterways into a flotilla of boats, blasting music, serving food, and dancing under the sun. Come nightfall, the vibe shifts. Cozy brown cafes light up with warm golden glows. Think wooden tables, frothy beers, and locals debating life over a slow pint. Or go romantic. A canal cruise with white wine, twinkling lights bouncing off the water, and stories of old Amsterdam whispered by the boat captain. History twist. Those canals were dug in the 17th century during the Golden Age, turning swamp into a trade empire. Today, it's chill chaos. Young folks skip clubs for park hangouts, sipping beers by the water till midnight. Want the wildest Amsterdam tale, like the time a cow swam the canals? Drop a 9 below, or 9B if you'd cruise those waters. Cops in boats, sunken bikes, and floating parties? Amsterdam's unhinged and we love it. Share this chaos with your wildest friend. Some of the most magical tourist spots on Earth. Looking for magic? Giethoorn's your spot. No roads, just glassy canals and boats gliding past thatched roof cottages dripping with flowers. Locals paddle to the store or church, living slow and quiet like time forgot them. It's nicknamed the Venice of the North, but way dreamier. Then there's Utrecht, the Netherlands' oldest city, clocking over 2,000 years. Picture medieval towers like the Dom, cobblestone streets, and hidden canal-side cafes where you sip coffee under ancient arches. It's chill history without the crowds. And don't sleep on Kinderdijk. 19 UNESCO-listed windmills from the 1700s still stand tall, once pumping water to save the land from floods. You can bike the paths, peek inside a working mill, or chat with millers who live there. It's like stepping into a Dutch painting. Fun fact, Kinderdijk's name comes from a legend about a baby's cradle floating there after a flood. Each spot's a vibe, peaceful, timeless, and Instagram ready. Which one's your dream getaway? Comment 8 with your pick, or 8B if you'd visit all three. Fairy tale villages, ancient cities, and windmill wonderlands, the Netherlands is a postcard begging to go viral. Tag your travel crew. living among the tallest people on Earth. Dutch men average 6 feet, women 5'7", officially the tallest humans on Earth. A century ago they were average, but boom, milk, cheese, and a protein-packed diet turned them into giants. Scientists say it's also genetics and top-notch healthcare. But whatever it is, it works. Everything's built for height here. Kitchen counters hit your chest, door frames loom overhead, and beds stretch past 2 meters so your feet don't dangle. Tourists from shorter nations, like Americans averaging 5'9" for men, joke about tiptoeing to reach stuff or feeling like kids next to Dutch women in heels. Shopping's a saga too. Extra long jeans and size 13 shoes are standard stock. Kids grow fast. By age 10, they're towering over peers elsewhere. And it's not just height, they're fit. Biking and fresh air keep them lean. Picture a nation of friendly giants pedaling through tulip fields. It's surreal. Taller than a Dutchie. Comment your height in 7 or 7B if you'd feel tiny here. Giants on bikes in a flatland fantasy? The Netherlands is living proof size matters. Share if you're shook or short. Simple yet fascinating contrasts. The Dutch pay some of the highest taxes in Europe, think 40 to 50% of their income, but they're cool with it. Why? They skip the flashy life, no obsession with Gucci bags or Teslas, and pour that cash into quality basics, a sturdy bike, a warm coat, maybe a solid pair of boots. It's minimalism with a purpose, practicality rules here. But don't get it twisted, they're not cheap. They'll happily fund world-class healthcare, free education, and trains that actually run on time. Then there's the vibe. They're brutally direct. Your boss messes up? They'll call it out in a meeting. No sugarcoating. Your outfit's whack? A friend will tell you straight up. It's not rude. It's respect through honesty, and they expect it back. Picture them in cozy bars, sipping beers in hoodies and jeans, debating politics, climate change, or even pineapple on pizza. Nothing's off limits. Work's chill too. Bosses and staff argue like equals, and 9-to-5 burnout? Rare. After hours, it's outdoor movie nights, live music in parks, or late-night cafe chats. No VIP nonsense, just real life. History note, this bluntness dates back to their trading days. Straight talk built trust. Love, no BS vibes? Drop a 6 if you'd fit in, or 6B if you'd rather keep the peace. Tax to the max, but chill AF. The Dutch are paradox kings living the simple dream. Tag a minimalist or your most honest friend. The Green Story from the land of windmills. The Netherlands recycles over 80% of its household waste. Bins for paper, plastic, glass, even food scraps are a way of life. By 2030, every new car sold here will be electric or emission-free. Gas guzzlers are on borrowed time. And those windmills? They're not just pretty. Modern ones crank out clean energy, while the oldies remind everyone how the Dutch tamed floods. Check this. They've built wildlife bridges. Green overpasses covered in plants so deer, foxes, and even badgers can cross highways safely. It's next-level eco-love. Air so clean, kids play outside without a worry, and cities like Rotterdam are testing floating parks to fight floods and boost biodiversity. Over 50% of their power is renewable, wind, solar, you name it, and they're gunning for carbon neutral by 2050. Stray pets? Almost zero. Shelters are empty because animal welfare's strict. Farmers face tough rules too. No cramped cages, just happy cows and chickens. It's a green vibe baked into the culture. Kids learn sustainability in school, and biking's the norm. Eco-warrior? Comment 5 if this fires you up, or 5B if you build a wildlife bridge. Windmills, electric dreams, and animal highways? The Dutch are saving the planet in style. Share this with your greenest pal. Unique vegetables. King's Day on April 27th is pure madness. Everyone rocks orange for the royal fam, turning streets, canals, and even rooftops into a sea of chaos. Picture millions chugging beers, over 5 million liters in a day, dancing to DJs, and haggling at flea markets where kids sell old toys. Boats jam the canals, blaring music, and the next day, spotless, volunteers scrub it clean like nothing happened. Then there's tulip season. Keukenhof's the star, open just 8 weeks with 7 million blooms in insane designs, from rainbow mazes to Van Gogh-inspired art. Over 1 million visitors flood in, snapping pics of rare black tulips or 17th century breeds. And the Blumen Corso? A flower parade where floats, think dragons or castles, get draped in fresh petals, rolling from Noordwijk to Haarlem as crowds cheer. It's a sensory overload. Petals fall like confetti, and the air smells like spring on steroids. History bit. Tulips sparked tulip mania in the 1630s, when bulbs cost more than houses. Party or petals? Comment 4 with your vibe, or 4B if you'd rock orange. Orange insanity and flower float fever. This is viral gold. Tag a festival freak or your flower-obsessed aunt. One of the happiest countries in the world. The Netherlands consistently ranks in the top 10 happiest countries. Why? It's in their DNA. Kids here walk or bike to school solo by age 4. Yep, tiny tots with backpacks, no parents hovering. It's all about independence early on, balanced with tight family vibes. Dinner together every night is non-negotiable, often with grandparents too. Adults nail work-life balance. Part-time jobs are normal, and they're out the door by 5 to bike home or hit the park. Stress? Minimal. Healthcare's free, education's top tier, and retirement's secure, so no one's sweating the big stuff. Crime's so low, they've shut down prisons. Some are now hotels or art spaces. Picture quiet villages, green cities, and canals where folks fish or read, not fight. Kids rank as the world's happiest too. Tons of playtime, no pressure, just freedom. It's all tied to their do normal vibe. Live simply, don't flex, and enjoy the little things. Equality's huge, gender gaps are tiny, and everyone's welcome, no matter where you're from. History note, this chill attitude grew from post-war rebuilding, community over chaos. Craving this happy life? Drop a 3 or 3B if you'd rather hustle. Happiest kids in empty jails? The Dutch cracked the joy code. Share this if you're jealous or booking a flight. Dutch cuisine, as simple as its people. Dutch food's all about no-fuss flavor, starting with cheese, their national obsession. They chow down 37 pounds a year. Gouda and Edam reign supreme, aged to perfection. Locals slice it thick for sandwiches or gnaw chunks like apples. Markets have wheels stacked high since the Middle Ages. Then there's stroopwafels. 2 thin waffles glued with gooey caramel. Pro tip, rest one on your tea till it melts, then savor the sticky bliss. Cafes sell them fresh, and tourists go wild. Stampot's the winter MVP. Mashed potatoes mixed with kale or carrots, topped with smoky sausage. It's hearty, warm, and screams comfort. Grandmas have been dishing it for centuries. Lunch? Simple. Bread, cheese, maybe an apple, washed down with coffee or milk. No spicy frills or fancy sauces, just pure, practical eats. Fun fact, the Dutch sparked the global cheese trade in the 1600s, and their herring stalls, raw fish with onions, are a street food rite of passage. It's not Michelin star bold, but it's honest and hits the soul. Cheese or waffles, your pick? Comment 2, or 2B if you'd try that herring. Biting cheese like fruit and waffles on tea? Only the Dutch could make simple this epic. Tag a foodie or snack lover. Cost of living, reasonable and manageable. Thinking of moving to the Netherlands? Here's the breakdown. City apartments, like in Amsterdam, run $650 to $1,250 a month, depending on how central you go. Suburbs or smaller towns? Way cheaper, $400 to $780 gets you a cozy spot. Utilities, electricity, water, heat, hover between $85 and $150 monthly, pretty standard. Internet's fast and cheap, $30 to $40 for high speed. Public transport? A monthly pass is $70 to $85, but why bother? Biking's king, free, fit, and eco-friendly. Groceries for one? $200 to $300 if you cook. Think bread, cheese, and fresh veggies from local markets. Eating out's chill, $10 to $15 for a casual meal, like a sandwich or fries with mayo. Gym's $40, household stuff's $100 to $150 monthly. Total for a single person in a city, $1,100 to $1,800. Outside urban zones or splitting rent, $800 to $1,100, super doable. Bonus, no car costs, bikes and trains cover you. History twist, this affordability ties to their practical roots. Live well, not loud. Moving here? Comment 1 for yes, 0 for no, or 1B if you bike it. Affordable giant life with bikes and cheese? The Netherlands is screaming your name. Share if you're tempted or already packing. And there it is, 15 unreal Netherlands facts, from sea-crushing legends to cheese-loving colossi. Did we just blow your socks off? Drop a like if you're obsessed. Hit subscribe to join our crazy crew and shout your top fact in the comments. Want more epic adventures? Ring that bell. Our next drop's gonna be nuts. See you there.